Hi, everybody. What if I told you that there is one simple habit that could drastically change your life as an INFJ? Let me ask you another question. When was the last time you acknowledged maybe your friends' wins or your kids' wins or something that they accomplished? And, like I said, good job, you did that. Even if it was something really, really small, your kids kind of like side eye glance you because I do that with my boys. When was the last time you acknowledged what you did? One of your wins? One of your accomplishments, something to ponder on. I'm curious about that. Welcome to my channel. I'm Trina Brennell. I'm an INFJ coach. I'm glad that you found my channel. I hope you find it helpful. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm very grateful that you came back. Alrighty. Now, did you have a little bit of time to think about that question? That was asked to me once, and I couldn't actually think of a time that I said, to myself, good job. Or, yeah, heck, I did this. This was a win. I accomplished this. When I was asked that question, I'm like, nope, I don't think I ever have. Lots of us, as an INFJ, I see this lots because I work with a lot of INFJs. And I see this lots come up with my clients. And this is a huge struggle that we don't acknowledge our wins, right? Maybe we feel self-centered acknowledging it. Maybe we feel vain. Maybe we feel that we're worthless and we don't have any wins to acknowledge. Maybe we feel that we're not good at anything and we didn't accomplish or acknowledge anything worth acknowledging. I was all of that. That was all of me. I was raised with the story, and I mean, lots of us were raised with this story. Nothing against my parents, they were great parents, but I was raised with the story that you don't acknowledge your wins or think high on yourself because you'll be too big for your britches. That's self-centered, that's vain. You don't do that, that's bad, okay? I was also taught that I was worthless, not from my parents, from people around me, other family members, teachers, peers, whatever it may be, right? With that, being told that, whatever stories that they created for my life, feeling worthless, I didn't have anything to accomplish. I couldn't see that I was actually doing things that I needed to give myself credit for because I was stuck in that I'm worthless and that I wasn't good at anything. Because I was told that. I was told I had no talents, I wasn't good at anything. I was told that quite often. When we have those stories in our heads, we just automatically believe them and we think that, well, we're not good at anything and we don't ever acknowledge what we're doing. This creates issues, lots of issues with us. When we don't acknowledge our accomplishments or our wins, we're actually giving that part of our brain that has allowed those stories to be created in our heads evidence that they're true. So with me not acknowledging that, yeah, I was doing stuff, I was accomplishing things, I had some wins, it was giving evidence to that part of my brain, that mean critical part of my brain, that yes, you know what, Trina, you are worthless. You are not good at anything. And yep, here we go, right? And then that puts you into a tailspin going down further and further and further. And this directly impacts self-esteem and self-worth, right? It impacts our self-worth because we don't think we're worth anything. It impacts our self-esteem because we're not seeing that we can do things, right? And it hacks on our confidence. We continually feel used, right? Because we can't set boundaries. Our low self-worth has enabled us to be able to set boundaries. So we're continually feeling used. Maybe we're overextending ourselves, so we're not saying no when we don't want to do things, but we're doing them anyway because we don't feel we're worth doing it. We can continue to settle for jobs and we settle in relationships. We know deep down we can do better. We can get better jobs. We can make better money. We can get a job that we have passion about. We could do better, but we don't. We continue to settle. Or same with relationships. We continue to settle with that narcissistic person in our life because they seem to be attracted to us. Actually, they are. That's a story for another time. They are actually attracted to us. It is like we have a big narcissistic beacon on our heads. I will do a live about that another time. That's a very interesting one. So acknowledge those accomplishments and wins, and it can change everything in your day, in your life. I didn't believe this. And if you don't believe this, just humor your life, humor yourself, humor me, humor your friend for a little bit and do it. Acknowledge your wins. Be honest and not so hard on yourself. We all have wins. If you're still watching this video, that's a win. That's a win for you today. You took time and showed up for yourself to watch a video about something that could potentially change your life drastically. That's a win. That's an accomplishment. You don't have to have a party. You just say, hey, yeah, you know what? I showed up for myself for 8, 10 minutes, whatever, however long this video is going to be. I'm not sure how long it is. That's a win. Acknowledge that. You did that for yourself today. Did you give advice to someone? INFJs, we have like counselor written on our forehead, right? People always come to us for advice. We don't even have to know them, and they'll sit there. I've been in a park where people will just come over and start talking to me, and I'm like the not social person in the world. I am not social, and like a stranger will come, and sometimes they'll even sit on the same bench as me and just start talking and like things that are very deep and secretive or private or whatever you want to call it, and they'll just have like verbal diarrhea, and it comes out, right? INFJ, I know you know what that's like. And we can't help but sit there and listen, because that's a gift of ours. That's a strength, active listening, and give advice. Or even just sitting there listening. Do you know how impactful that is to somebody else who just needed to blah on you? And you just sat there actively listening, because naturally we just do it. So that's what we do, right? That's a win for you. You helped that person. You didn't even have to say a word, but you helped that person, because most of the time people just need someone to listen to. They don't need advice. They just need somebody to listen to them. That's a win. And we do that every day as an INFJ, right? Did you complete a task today? It doesn't have to be huge. Did you brush your teeth? Did you shower? Did you get out of bed? Get dressed. Did you make breakfast? Did you make your children's lunches? Did you make your lunch today? Did you make a healthy choice? Those are wins. Those are accomplishments. They're all the small things that we actually forget about in life that count. Yes, they're small, maybe even insignificant. I know when I first started doing this, and it was brought to my attention that these were all wins, I was like, really? That's a win? Because I was thinking a win like, I got to go save the world, man. There's like so many dogs out there I need to go and rescue. I could bring them to my house. That is what I was thinking a win was. Oh, yeah, that is a win. That's definitely a win. But making dinner for your family is also a win. Doing dishes is also a win, an accomplishment, right? Acknowledge those. Those are all the little ones that we do consistently daily that actually impact us the most when we don't acknowledge them. Did you express gratitude today? I don't mean be thankful for the life that you have. I do think that you should do that. But did you just say thank you to somebody? Maybe you went through the drive-thru and got yourself a coffee and said thank you. Probably. That's a win. That's an accomplishment. You set a boundary? You're an INFJ and you set a boundary. That's a huge win, guys. Huge win. Did you make a decision? That's an accomplishment. Maybe something unexpected happened and you shifted, you made a little bit of a pivot, and you adapted. That's huge. Huge. Change is hard for people. Shifting and pivoting, that's hard for people. That's huge. Acknowledge it. Write them down. If you struggle with this and you're stuck in a place in life where nothing really seems positive, you're stuck in that negative funk, that's what I call it. You've got a good job, but you don't like it. It doesn't bring you joy. It doesn't bring you passion. You've got your friends, but maybe they're not great for you. You've got a life that you know you should be happy about, but there's just something missing. Start doing this. And it might amaze you what level it brings you up to. And when that happens, you start seeing different opportunities that come up. Probably opportunities that were always there. However, sometimes the negativity will block it and we don't see it. And things start changing for you. And it's just incredible how this simple thing can change your life. So just write it down. Take a few minutes at the end of every day and even start out small. Write 3 wins down for your day. Then gradually increase it. It's just amazing what it does for you. I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you try this because it will impact your life drastically. Thank you for watching. I invite you to subscribe to my channel if you found this interesting. And if you like this video, please give me the thumbs up. Take care and have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye for now.